our friends from the World Bank, Department of Agriculture and Livestock, Coffee Industry Corporation, PNG Agriculture Commercialisation for Diversification, Goroka and the coffee farmers of Ipagu, the plantations of Ipagu, Gomena and Joiparoroka, my families of Gepaina, Kama, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Jaygoss Coffee Ltd, the 150 blockholders and their family, the Kama, Ufeto, Nagamiufa and the Lapigu tribes are privileged to have you here to see the progress of the work that is done under the PACD CIC program with the 1 million kina funding that we have received. Our funding were released in trenches under strict guidelines. First tranche, we have received 50,000. The 50,000 was used to set up the office and staff recruitment. The second tranche of 134,000 were used for the nursery setup. The third tranche of 334,000 were used to build a warehouse, wet mill which is 75% complete, and a solar dryer work in progress. The plantation and block sector have been neglected for over the last 35 years due to various factors. But if we can address those barriers like law and order, land dispute, unemployment and stealing using a more proactive approach and modality that is fair for everyone, we can be able to revive the plantation sector and contribute more towards addressing the low forex, lower unemployment, high crime and social problems in the rural areas. It will enable farmers to send children to school, meet medical expenses and improve the overall standard of living for our rural farmers. What have Jaygoss Coffee Ltd achieved so far? Within the last 17 months, apart from these infrastructures we have constructed, we have trained not only 150 plantation block holders, but the surrounding communities and smallholder coffee farmers on minimizing the impact of coffee berry borer disease, the PRIP and group development, coffee husbandry practices and coffee quality improvement. In the final third and fourth quarter, other trainings to be included are financial management, personal viability, HIV/AIDS, gender equality for everyone in the community, including our 150 block holders. Ladies and gentlemen, our total income now, money side now. Ladies and gentlemen, our total hectares of our tree plantation is 100 hectares. On average, one hectare can produce 1.5 green bean ton of coffee. Let's just do a simple but honest calculation for you. 100 hectares can produce 1.5 ton green bean. That is 150,000 kg of coffee. That's 150 ton. You times 150,000 kilo times the current price of 24 kina, between 24 and 27 kina, but mid of 24 kina. The total income generated is 3,600,000. That is the potential we have in this place here. On average, one black green bean, 6 kilo blood cherry, red blood cherry, 1 blood 6 kilo or 5 kilo, I give him 1 black kilo green bean. That's 900,000 kilo worth of green bean. You times him by 3 kina, that's 2.7 million kina potential and by goal of pocket you block the man marriage around the year. That is direct. more than one plan, my member or one by give you plan. That's 2.7 million that's going to go direct to you people. $2.7 million you, like some percentage out of the total income, 3.6 million. That is roughly more than 75% of that income goes directly to the farmer. 25% is with the plantation owner and using for the other expenses. To the community, unlike in the past, the plantation owner keeps in the past, the plantation owner keeps the 75% and the 25% is for the laborers. Now that is the opposite. Over the last 10 years, we have been selling our produce in mainly cherry or sometimes in the parchment form, hardly generating 10,000 kina per year due to low price, aging trees, transportation, and CBP, among others. But since last year, with the assistance of PACD and CICL, thank you, Chief. This year, we have produced and sold over 150 green bags, 9,000 kilos, at 24 kina per kg. That means that from the 216,000 that we have been able to generate, 75% of that amount has gone directly to the farmers. We are not expecting to produce much this year, and in 2026, but should increase our volume by more than 200% in 2027. But our tree plantation will need help in 2026. Why? Because our nurseries will need time to grow and produce its cherry. On our part, we are raising funds by selling our coffee and preparing to meet the challenge of 2026 when the PAC program ends in 2025. We believe the blocks and plantation sector can greatly improve and increase the target export volume of 3 million bags set by the national government. But the modality used by the CIC PACD on the Jaygoss Coffee Ltd approach is the way forward for the industry as it promotes equal participation and a win-win approach for all the stakeholders. With the 1 million given to Jaygoss Coffee, we were able to build a 75,000 tree nursery, one shed, wet mill, 75% complete, solar dryer, construction in progress, purchasing tools and chemicals, and office setup for staff and staff recruitment. We have seen great improvements, and the people here are the witness on the improvements taking place here. Today, Jaygoss Coffee is paying our farmers 3 kina for cherry and 13 kina for our parchment. Something that has not been done before in our community. We have seen the ripple effects either in our community here and Gomena and in Gomena in Kamaifa. PMVs are picking up farmers there and dropping them off. People have seen some positive change. Coffee and Jaygoss Coffee Ltd has brought to our community, including SMEs within the communities that have seen their income increase. Jaygoss Coffee is employing another 20 youths full-time to do the work, including tradesmen, carpentry, bricklaying, welder. All the labors people are using are local labor, that's all. Let me remind you all, blocks and plantation have been neglected for far too long due to many various reasons that we all are aware of, which I do not want to elaborate. But I believe if Jaygoss Coffee Ltd can turn those challenges around and work in unity with all the stakeholders, we can help to turn the economy and improve the socio-economic welfare of our rural communities and bring back hope to the marginalized citizens of our country. Our 12 million people who are made up of youths under 35 years, 60% low, you mean low country and you mean under 35 years old, are struggling everywhere for job opportunities and stable financial opportunities. Coffee can become the answer to our struggles. But it needs people with experience and understanding to chart the way forward. I must take this opportunity to commend the project manager for PACD, Mr. Potasha Mbunaka, Charles Dambui, the team of PACD and CIC, for the first time we are seeing proper support unlike the past with positive results. To you all our guests here today, Jaygoss Coffee Ltd aims to be an exporter one day as we can be able to produce the volume and quality. As Mr. Hombunaka has said this week, Papua New Guineans produce 100% of the coffee here in PNG, but people of Papua New Guinea export only 10% of that. Foreign-owned companies who does not plant 1 hectare of coffee trees in PNG export the other 90%. This is not fair, but we are ready to. But we are ready to take the challenge in the areas of marketing, quality control, and meeting the requirements of the overseas buyers by producing single origin organic Arabica coffee. Jaygoss Coffee Ltd wants to thank the World Bank, the government of PNG, CIC, PACD, and all the relevant agencies for believing in Jaygoss Coffee Ltd in the blocks and plantation sector to follow a modality that benefits everyone. I hope that this program and partnership can be able to continue between the World Bank and the government of PNG through CIC and PACD. I know over the past few days, traveling from Yalibu, Pangia to Western Highlands, Jiwaka, Chimbu, and Eastern Highlands, you would have seen and noticed the positive impact the PACD program has on the rural people like me and my people. With that, may God bless you as you continue on your journey to the next 2 stops in Eastern Highlands and all the way to Morobe. Thank you.
But I think by me talk also long makim neck long World Bank where me based long Port Moresby na me belong East New Britain me got tupla one work belong me where only behind me come long Islam mission Agnes and belong France na work belong I'm support him or partnership kind of long provide him support he go along all this funding where he go out na or project management unit or some potaisai look out from the here block coffee or let's have giving me go to you plan. And then you may got Ravi belong Australia but M2 belong Sri Lanka. So M2 become one time you meet on this plan mission. But me like talk also this week has been a week of celebrations long. It's not long walk about Blumi Plan of Pangeneka. We have seen the impact and the great significant project implementation that become a nitiat law direction law implementation unit belong here along Goroka and it long CIC headed by Mr. Hombunaka. And we have been very amazed at how this project has been able to change things from giving people that opportunity. Long look save also coffee. Now you may go back to ground below you can look in big benefit long. So long here me like talk also Jaygoss, you are pressing the right buttons. And this is a model, as you have mentioned, it's a model as you make a plenty of rundown plantation around the country, whether it's coffee, coconuts, cacao, this you know what money, you go back and bring me come back. And I think the model of engaging the Kisimol community now landowners will participate, it can bring him back this opportunity long, bring him production, bring him revenue coming out of the country. So you have demonstrated to us a model that can work. Thank you, Pro. Now, me like Sukrim Tokosem, people are looking for answers on how to rehabilitate the plantations. Now, you can go now, train him on our plantation, we only come back. Give him more support so that all two we can come up with some new plan. And we all are working for the benefit of our people and for the country. So that at the end of the day, whatever we all do, particularly in the agriculture sector, is to increase our productivity, even to make coffee in our own country, where you can brew him lo here, you roast him lo here, so that end product belong him, you can bring him to lo place. You may say buy him plenty three in one now. You may say bring him lo place. You may too. I think he can work in this land. So this plan will 3 months where he can come behind all kind of infrastructure all same time. He give him you building block basis block progress you go on top. So be like talk also me play hamamas through long work progress blah blah. You may look him also me got good plan management, and that's the thing. We planted lo yumi Papua New Guinea me fair long management. Now this line big plus something lo yumi like or something in progress lo benefit him yumi all gather. We need to maintain that momentum lo management na accountability long or something you me working. I think one time this we like talk thank you through Ken long all gather community long all management long Jaygoss. Lo this opportunity long me play come by me visit him na you me talk yet long one them something you play ready lo me play. Thank you through.
So this is a project and we look out in a coffee that's all. And we do all cocoa farmers, all small livestock farmers long plan, spices too. This is our popular area and we look long in. Okay, last thing lo work on them you all farmers. You block the money na kira whips non bla. So you play haran 2.7 million. And directly come lo pocket lo iblo 1. So this la mas kirabim down bla. So this la mas thinking bagai. So ibaram owner lo Jaygoss Coffee and Properties, that is the amount. And that amount should have to come into your pocket and create occurrence non bla. And this la mas thinking about this project. And we must come about same. Okay, number 2, we wave the work the demand. Now if you're looking maybe a bit different. The demand work, it must have to hang the private sector. Government must support him that's all. And this way now we look at by stop, go here. That's the model now we look in and this land. You look at another country, private sector that's all we run him the demand work. From research, production, processing, all that. Governments are coming time and like to the centralized now to the subsidy. So that's how I'm working. So that I'm still thinking we play in ICA, now we play crowd project. Private sector must run him, government support him. Private sector is a servant and all people. Every day. And all slack. Okay, inside of this program, we will give work coffee that's all start. Work coffee, the production, processing, kind of center so naga. Got another components too. Now we look amongst the people, we can look at some people wearing uniform gender and empowerment training. We can look at some nutrition or officer staff too. These are important components and come inside to complement in this big coffee work which potassium better behind. Gender empowerment is very, very important. Every look of family, every look of one household. Because as in the project, family must get up somehow. Household must improve. So that is why we look at gender component too. And we look how the family bawa content. The coffee garden, kami go house. You see money, you must invest the household, you can invest outside the household. Long time because you see money outside. This is a sanasim family life. So this time we like emphasize too. And so kind training and going to get more obsessed from the idea. Only come complementary workflow or PMU layer. So this like training me like you mas family time only come, only go out household, please. Very powerful training. You vaccine, so income come, and by you use him law, send him like law family. So I think one time this lab me talk thank you to law. Welcome Libla, good welcome Libla, you giving Libla. Me and second time Libla come. Nathan, very good job. Libla come first time looking nursery and pull up. Me plus hours and plant and God finish and salad ground. On the use of the plants, we play our master. How we play use him, and we structured, and we come down. First work and finish, second work, third work, came complete now. So I'm Islam Blanc Mouse. What I say, your team, very good support to our lead partners. I think I'm just support, and we need to look in and we working on something and out. So one time just thank you through Lar and Blipla.
Anyway, we can stop now. We can sit down, Dr. Wardam. It's like Mr. Loyana, family Mr. Lausland, so become Loyana. They're asking, they tell them, me got some thinking, so she got a project, come up. Me got some thinking of a new way. Look at him, walk from block na plantation. Now, I'm story long. Walang something I'm going to start walking finish. Well, I'm thinking me got long and I'm to try. Every time I away no walk, barely 10,000 kina from this 100 hectares of plantation. I'm section of one player. Now in one plus, commission in over yet I'm making finish a mass. She said, I'm really 1,000 tons, I will start at 260,000 kina, I'm making finish now, 75% again you play. Less than 200,000 and you like it. Time, by the time she said it finished, but close to 1 million kina by Punano here. So what hard people are yet? Now next year I go, he will do the doctor and Laren and Sanjula next year. Now it will be on. So me Dr. Wardam now. Nula project design of PhD come up na me stop inside now na me to me la ko kwanda more plantation. I'm criteria from me also one or plantation me sabe all the land got title. Everybody's got a title. I mean no problem. Long government land. Number 2, me like look sabe ownership. That to me is the key. Ownership of the title, yeah. You can get title, you can talk, you got title, but you own in this property or not? So what's Nathan Gomae, Misana talk? Ipagu Plantation from me, Gomena from me, Joiparoroka from me. All people will respect him as a total program or not? So start with the question. Ipagu Bromina, Gomena Bromina, Joiparoroka Bromi. Time I was a Bromina, me look at the 100 push that 2, I'm Salam, not 9 Bromi too. And me no interest on this land. He must, this man who's not your title, and we must own him this property. That's the only way we will revive the plantation sector back in this country. So was ownership long online, it's appeal online for plantation owners to Papua New Guinea today. So was you holding title like you know ownership of plantation. It will be impossible for a donor project like this or for that matter government funding. Government can give and may lose nothing. But for donor projects, we will not come anywhere near you. Because you got number 100 block booster 2 on the road. 100 versus 1 Onaya and Bahawa in the walk.
Before only killing them, people like I remember killing Japanese. So I appeal to the plantation owners of this country. You sort your landowner issues if you want support like this. And you have to demonstrate clearly to us that you own that plantation. You own the plantation, you title owner, but your ownership will be very clear. Or people bring your family or land or stuff or respecting some you power through or something. So sigat na 100 plus bus na tu or sana na to mitu papa block this la ground plantation and maski. You mean lare more stuff them. We don't need to waste our time and resources with them. So I need a PhD project, I'm designing, I'm putting a dog, I'm walk to whatever plantation, but on condition of some subdivision, I need 5 hectares. Because the Salanaba will meet him criteria of project or any line you like Alpimon or legal line, it must 5 hectares, not less, all you own him. So to find, as long as you subdivide it and give him less than 5 hectares, the woman or blockholders ownership, you only give them the right to use the land to produce the coffee, you provide the training and all other technical inputs. Now the produce, whether it be cherry or pattern, is sold back to the owner, to the title holder. In this case, Nathan Gomae, Jaygoss Coffee Ltd. is the title holder of these properties. And he holds this property 100%. Nobody disputes that. So what I'm just now, I've been looking for some engagement, you by me walk, security issues, I mean, not come a problem anymore because you provide your own security. You have to look at the block for you and nothing like in our block, I can't. Still in you. You provide your own labor, you have to walk. You produce him, the higher the volume you produce him, price him by one kind yet. Suppose you produce him 10 kilo cherry, na ikam salim, and talk about cherry, and by 3 kilo yet. So suppose you produce him 100 kilo cherries, and by 3 kilo yet. So how do you yet? You like to sit 300 kilo or you like to sit 30 kilo? No, I'm not a supervising local work. I'm giving more training. When I got project funding, he come. And more training, but look at coffee or something. How look it up, and necessarily giving back in time. Look at that, now in story here. And now, you have to look at now, and the racist like I'm not going to blockholders now. You buy the look, another by the look for you. And me stop, I'm mixing more like, I'm mixing less now. Because volume for you doesn't matter, but price by fix. I've been not long. Come down or go down, and price is fixed. You hear how you walk out, you look at him good, there's a block for you inside of a plantation, you sell him produce where you come, and by you can put the money and you carry to the bed. So inside the project, the PhD, we have 24 partnership. Now, Plantation, I told you, apply now 3 plantations only meeting the criteria. The first one is the ownership. Title, no exception. But time we will check him to title, what the 100 plus push down, we will pull out. We will not progress. You own a 3 plantation, that's all. Only meeting the criteria. Jaygoss Coffee Ltd, Nunga Plantation, back, we will be visiting on Wednesday. Kenley Amishment, online long. And the Western Highlands too. Walk at the 100 hectares, sorry, 100 hectares, Nunga 100 hectares, na Kulki, more 233 hectares. We place 1 million kina, that's all. We place 1 million kina, that's all. Now we can actually be blocked that stuff there. Inside the office belong, responsible authorities look at him, walk to the man, coffee here. He got kind of proposal, Mr. Bolsen. Rehabilitating 100 hectares of coffee. Only look like 10 million or 15 million or kind of service in our office will sell line. From Mosby or Wunimap. Only planting 100 hectares. First was something by looking inside there, by looking one blast. No proposal long administration by looking for something.
Managing director's salary 500,000 to 1 million kina. Lalu kati terserah plantation. Biar masih ada 5 door, amla Land Cruiser, double cab, amla single cab. What nearly 300,000 each. Now expense loan now kind something. And this kind of proposal is stop. By the time mau silakan money, mau kata money kalau kai man, na plantation nothing happens. And it has happened. I need NADP, National Agricultural Development Plan. Amla 300 million kina we lose nothing. You know what amla? Nothing to show for. Biarin bersalah. Now dua way walk here and now World Bank. I mean walking throughout Narabla countries, only working rural development, only similar partner private sector. Walk through giving money, want them good plan look out for money and something so that something become good. Only come on 2012 and now they continue. So Milad, thank you on behalf of rural coffee growers, our people, to the World Bank. Long IFAD, long PPAP, now IFAD is out, now look at the market for village farmers, want them affiliate us all, but the World Bank continued. Milad, thank you on your behalf. More so our government of Papua New Guinea long, look sabi na walk sila dinar kan, or give him our World Bank only talk right, now we will come this far. Project am I finished now. World Bank and National Bank was on the ground. I have no authority over that, but Mr. Mitok's name and world. We're living in a world. There's no other world. And one dollar here and another on top of him, big man. So I'm calling World Bank and National Bank was on the ground. So it's government of Papua New Guinea. Only a month long. There's a project now we are working. Now Orlando Sally Pepper and Tokorite, only Samo Mosby. Only Tokorite and Salim. Hopefully by me another project. So we don't know them. Project is finished line of this year now. We will close up, we will run a project work about now. And by Star Wars. So me happy long. Kaman belum bilang. Control kaman refsikan. That's a planning. Treasury kam. Finance, DALM staff, DALM, Papua project. Saat blokaman, initiative by initiative salah asking. Kalau mereka asal laptop through the ministry, by initiative asking. Salah proses kalau calling minister long, minister of treasury. So minister of treasury to right and by right, Miss Are was minister of agriculture, na member of the Mir Lopura Uninara, na honorable John Boyto and Salim requesting of Minister of the Treasury, so Minister of the Treasury no asking World Bank and no atas no. But I hope something will happen. Otherwise, without thanking them, look come here, we like another two program la tell him too. So thank you to me, amas kami good la work kami kamap. And Miss Sarah some bless for me lo here and it change and start is change forever. Thank you, God bless.
Today, Friday, 16th May. 2025, on behalf of the ICO, Chief Executive Officer of the Coffee Industry Corporation, Mr. Charles Ramui, Department of Agriculture and Livestock, on Mama Department of Bibla, Satoli Kopas, Losa Project, PhD, Bibla Sapia, long opening. Coffee storage building from Jaygoss Coffee Ltd. With partner of Plantation. I'm happy today. One time senior agriculture officer of the World Bank and task team leader and now team leader of the World Bank. Leading me brothers at 9 implementation support mission of the World Bank. Bila hindi mo wala sila CICL long director planning. Alan Kawara. Bibla project by finish na ba Bibla go. Bibla by na sablo ya. Project by sablo ya Yubla. Prosela sablo province lo yumilo ya Eastern Highlands na Yubla sablo kaman lo lokatim. So pamihanim sila CICL yu. After the planning, one time Hospital la World Bank itu la da basama itu la katim na opening mesla. Kita dulu ke kamera medium.
Saat ini